Croeso sianel Blaidd. Supernova is back. Yes, they got an update just the other week, so it's time to slot it into the schedule and see what's going on with Superfang. And just before we get started, I have put an extra link down in the description. It's for a Ko-fi account for Rothschild, who's the creator, writer of Supernova. If you haven't seen what's going on in Georgia, I suggest it's worth reading up on it. I've been following it in The Guardian myself. They've had some articles. And since that's where Rothschild is, could have some issues with finances and just general not good stuff going on in the country. So I decided to set one up. If you'd like to donate, just directly to Rothschild, then it's there if you'd like to help out. And of course, the Patreon for Supernova itself is there, and I suggest looking up the devlog on itch.io just to get some updates on what may or may not happen. Hopefully everything's going to be good. We are all hoping everyone is okay there, but just so you know what's going on. Anyway, enough of the serious stuff with this. It's time to get back into what I do and tell a story. The next few days go without incident. On the days Vince is busy with something else, I either go to the college gym or train by myself at the HQ. Today was the latter. Gil is helpful enough without the tiger there. Lucas is sitting on the couch with Jess. Oh, hey you two. Oh wow, you're back early today. Oh, am I interrupting something? I know actually, we're going to watch a movie. Lucas ordered us a pizza. Well, we ain't splitting it with you. Wow, mean. Hey, let's order the medium one. Wasn't counting you coming back early for once. Sorry for burdening you with my presence. Oh, shush you two. Oh, speaking of which, it's here. I'll go get it. I flop onto the couch next to the lynx. You okay, Nick? Yeah, why? I don't know, it's just... Yeah? Well, we've barely hung out lately. I've been busy. Uh-huh. I guess I'm just a little worried, you know? You dropped out of our D&D game and Lucas mentioned you apparently failed your econ midterm. Well, I was going to drop that class anyway. Okay. Well, shit. I guess it's as good as time as any to tell her. Honestly, I've been thinking of taking a year off. Huh? Really? How come? Dunno. Not feeling it lately, with the whole college thing. Okay, now you're getting me really worried. Why? What's the big deal? It's kind of out of nowhere, don't you think? There's nothing to say to that, so I just shrug. So we won't be graduating together, the three of us. Yeah, I guess not. But again, don't see the issue. People take a break from college all the time. I suppose you're right. Her voice is still sad and it's starting to irritate me. It's not like I'm telling her I'll be dropping off the face of the earth. Yawning, I stretch my arms and start getting up. Anyway, I'll be turning in. Feeling tired. Just then the door opens and Lucas walks in holding the pizza box. Night. I was kidding, dude. You can have some with us. I'm good. Did you know Nick was thinking about taking a year off? Huh? First time hearing of this. Well, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, come on, you two. Stop acting like I announced I'm dying. We're not acting like that. I just don't see what the big deal is. Nothing, Nick. Have a good night. Yeah, night. Sheesh. There's no denying I've been rather asocial by my standards lately. I don't think it warrants a reaction like that. The simple truth is, doing the superhero stuff has been more exciting than anything I've done, well, pretty much ever. As far as priorities go, this college shit is way down the list right now. Besides, it's not like I won't be hanging out with them next year. Whatever. Deal with it later. Hey. Sup? So, it's about last night. Well, yeah. Seriously, I don't see why this needs to become a whole thing. I guess it just kind of blindsided us. I mean, I've been thinking about it since the midterms, I guess, but I wasn't sure what to say. So what happened? What do you mean? What made you decide to take the year off? Well, you told Jess, just more about the college life right now. What are you about then? Dunno. Exploring new opportunities. And this publishing internship of yours. Uh-huh. How long is that anyway? A couple months. But I'd say there's a very good chance I'll get a more permanent position. Without even having graduated yet? Guess I'm just that good. Okay. Good luck. Lucas, come on, it's not really that big a deal. Hell, I'll probably tell my dad I can't go on that vacation, so we could rent an apartment together this summer. You, me and Jess. It only matters if you're barely there. You can come home pretty late at night too. You didn't even get like this when you're dating Dan Matthews. Okay, first of all, Dan and I weren't dating. We just hooked up a couple of times. And second of all... Yes? I'm thinking. Dude, do you want to talk? That's fine. I need to study. See you later. Wait, I was gonna... Damn it. That could have been handled better. I'll give it a couple of days and have a proper talk with both of them. Wouldn't be surprised if they try inquiring where exactly I'm working now. I need to come up with some good excuses. I think of what to do while I train. One good thing to come out of all of this, now I'm pretty sure I want to take the year off. With how much there is to do if I can cope to be as good as Michael was, I really need the extra time that'll give me. And now that I'm the Baron's employee, he'll give me some freedom to not worry about the logistics. Despite finding the base empty when I got there, I found Nisus in one of his rare appearances as I'm heading out of the training. Hey, Nisus. Oh, hi. Didn't know you were here. I was just finishing up, actually. Hope you're doing well? Sure, I'm fine. I noticed he's holding something in his left hand. Some kind of egg-shaped rock with purple rings along its surface. Oh, what's that? Oh, this. Just a paperweight. Got an office desk in your quarters? I know. He hides the rock away in the folds of his costume. I eye him up, wondering if I should bring up what Lila told me the other day. The fox doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood, but then again I see him so rarely I might not get a proper chance for a chat for a while. Hey, Nisus, can I ask you something? He raises an eyebrow at me. Vince took me to meet Copycat the other day. She mentioned something about your powers being, unique? Did she? What did she say? Just that, I guess. And something about not being able to copy them for some reason. Uh-huh. I know I asked you about it before, but I got curious again. She wouldn't want to copy my power even if she could. How come? It would mess with her head in ways she doesn't want, trust me. I see. Don't worry about that. We find ourselves doing something together. You'll see what I can do. I look forward to it then. Hey, you two. Huh, I thought you were working today. I got in early, so I rushed here. How you doing, Nisus? I'm fine. I have some stuff to do. I'll see you later. I was actually about to head out too. Oh, so I was late? You rush here on my behalf? Well, kinda. I was hoping to catch you before you were done training. Well, sorry, buddy, but I'm pretty beat. Don't apologise. Want me to drive you back to the city, or did you have other stuff to do here? Sure. I'll just get changed real quick then. The tiger rushes off to his quarters and returns just as quickly as he said. As we're driving down the hill, my stomach rumbles. Hungry? I could go for a snack. Mind if I stop at the gas station up ahead? Yeah, go ahead. I pull into the small parking lot. Want anything? They have decent wraps here. No hot dogs? No. Well, alright. I'll just come with. While we wait for our wraps to be ready, I browse the candy aisle and grab some chocolate while Vince gets himself an energy drink. Still funny that you still drive up here so often. Oh, right. Don't know, I guess I should get in the habit of flying more often. As we're walking back to my car, a thought strikes me and I pull on Vince's sleeve. Hold on, there's a nice vista over there. Might as well enjoy the view while we eat. I know you like looking at the city at night. Sure. After crossing the road and approaching the guardrail, I toss Vince's chicken wrap from the plastic bag. We munch in silence for a while, both looking out at the glinting lights of Nova in the valley. Gotta say, I kinda prefer this view to the one we had during our first night out. The skyscrapers are still in the way, but at a distance, they're less an obstacle to seeing the city and more a sight in themselves. As much as I love the city, it's nice to be away from the bustle like this. Any plans for the night? Not really. I hung out with some co-workers yesterday, so I figured I'd turn in early tonight. You know, I find it amazing you manage to have a social life on top of everything else you've got going on. I try to keep myself all kinds of busy. What about me time? Oh, well, I don't like being by myself, I guess. Don't enjoy being alone with my thoughts all that much. Oh, why? Is something wrong? I don't know. The usual, I guess. Feeling inadequate sometimes. Huh, really? You? Yup. Well, that's silly. You're awesome. Thanks, Nick. You too. But I guess I get it. Intrusive thoughts and all that. You're lucky, you know. How do you mean? You know you're special. Otherwise, that... He points to the bracelet. Wouldn't work for you. You're a superhero too. Yeah, but it's not the same. I'm special because I'm Superfang. I didn't become Superfang because there was anything special about me. Just an accident. We don't even know how that stuff really works. You could be wrong on that. Nothing matters anyway. Have to admit, I don't like how much of what Vince is saying right now echoes the conversation I had with Copycat the other day. I'm starting to think she had a much more specific example in mind than I thought. Can I ask you something? Oh, shoot. So, when I was talking with Lila, I know she's pretty different from what I expected. Oh, so? Well, she doesn't seem to like any of this superhero stuff, so I guess I was wondering how come you two ended up being so close. Vince waves his paw dismissively. She just says that stuff. Don't take it too seriously. Trust me, Copycat is proud of what she used to do. Could be the case. Can I ask one more thing? Are you actually scared of needles? No, of course not. Alright, sorry for needling you about it. There's the cheerful tiger. We gaze out to the city again. Rifling through the plastic bag, I retrieve a pack of sweets. I want some. Thanks, but I can't really taste sweet stuff. A feline thing. Oh, right, I forgot. I can go get some sour candy for you. Oh, don't worry about it. As the caramel dissolves in my mouth, I watch Vince quietly, thinking about the stuff he said earlier. Were you scared when you first realised you had a superpower? Kinda, yeah. I told you before, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Pretty big change, though. Yeah, but my normal life is pretty much the same. How would your parents react if they knew? Frowning, the tiger takes a long moment to think. Well, I'm not sure. I'd like to think they'd be proud. My parents would freak out. Actually, my mom would. I think my dad wouldn't mind. I remember your parents. They used to come to our plays, right? They seem nice. Come to think of it, I don't really remember Vince's parents. Well, they are. But Mom can be overprotective. She's very supportive as long as she doesn't think I'm doing something unsafe. Dad, though, I think he'd like that I have a life direction now. Oh, that'd be a concern. I mean, you talk about not feeling adequate, but that's me right here, baby. Don't think anyone really expects much of me. I don't think I've ever really been good at anything. Come on. Really. My grades were fine, but not great. My sister's much smarter. I waffled forever whether I even wanted to go to college. Then I thought, it's not that there's something else I want to do. Dad used to be in the army, so he's saying I should enlist too, but I refused. He'd ever laugh if he knew I march around in armour now. Well, it's fine to need some time to figure things out. Dunno. And he wasn't happy the way I was in high school either. Thought the army would sort me out. I don't remember anything wrong with you in high school? Yeah, that was junior year. I had a whole punk phase. Used to sneak out of school, graffiti all over the town with a couple of friends, that kind of stuff. Really? Yeah. I still think I have the spiked collar I used to wear somewhere in my closet. Wow. I know. Well, anyway. I guess I can relate to what you said. Having this feels right somehow. Because, what was it you said? It gives you direction in life? Something like that. I take a pause, thinking. Part of me doesn't want to admit to Vince that the rush I felt, especially in that warehouse, is a big factor in all this. Well, it's not only that. When I'm wearing the armour or holding the hammer, no, I feel powerful. Like those bullets just glancing off me, punching assholes in the face. Cool shit. Vince regards me in silence. His expression is hard to read. Vince? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Penny for your thoughts? I guess how different you are. Because I used to wear a spiked collar. Yeah, never expected to hear that me graduating would have such an effect on you. Get over yourself, Morelli. But no, really, what did you mean? I don't know. Just happy you're here, you know? Okay. I roll my eyes, smiling. Shall we go then? Yeah, sure. Vince is unusually quiet the rest of the ride. I let him get lost in his thoughts on my own turn to the talk out with Lucas this morning. All this talk with parents reminds me that I promised them a visit. After leaving the tiger at his place, I go straight to the dorm. Lucas isn't there. Where are you at? Studying. Still mad at me? I'm not mad, dude. Okay. Remember Mom invited us to come over? You busy tomorrow? I guess not. Cool, I'll let her know we'll be coming. Sure. That's that then. Mom, it's us. Come in. My parents' place in the suburbs to the east, and with how sprawling the city is, the ride is fairly long. Which is a good thing, because otherwise Mom would have wanted me to live with them instead of the campus. If that had been the case, I simply would have gone to a college further away from here. My life would be very different right now. Lucas, hi, good of you to come. Oh, hi, Mrs. Saunders, good to see you too. Come on in, boys. The aroma of her favourite roast chicken suffused the whole floor. Guess this means you won't have to wait before we can eat. Oh, where's Dad? Oh, cooped up in his office. He should have heard the doorbell. We follow him to the dining room where everything is indeed already set out. Mom points out a chair for Lucas. I can take a seat next to him though. Mom grabs me by the face. Mom? Shush, haven't seen you forever. Just making sure everything is in order. Am I staring at my head for? You had a concussion, didn't you? Rolling my eyes, I gently take her hands off me. I didn't have any wounds on my head, and they would have healed by now anyway. Well, maybe if you bothered to show up before weeks had passed, I could have seen it for myself. There's nothing to see, it's just a mild concussion. It's not like my skull got split open. Yeah, I hate it when you joke like that. I can see you've been eating at least. What's that supposed to mean? Well, he better with all that gym time lately. Yep, so it's all muscle. The sound of footsteps on the stairs announces Dad's arrival. Hello, boys. Evening, Mr. Saunders. Hi, Dad. Did I hear that right? You've been going to the gym? Good on you. I tried so hard to get him to join a sports team, but he's as stubborn as a rock. Say, Lucas, you played football, isn't that right? And lacrosse, actually. But look who ended up with a belly between the two of us. Nicholas. Honestly, Lucas, you're a lifesaver. You hadn't been keeping us updated, we'd have gone mad with worry. As she speaks, Mom motions for me and Dad to join Lucas at the table. No need to thank me, Mrs. Saunders. Well, I wish Nick hadn't bothered you with picking him up from the hospital too. We could have driven, you know. Shit, I never warned Lucas about that. I tried to kick him in the shin, but he's sitting too far. Certainly must have noticed my expressions. His frown turns into a smile and he nods at Mom. It was no problem. Like Nick said, he's barely hurt anyway. Don't know why they bothered keeping him at the hospital so long at all. Wow, thanks, buddy. Throwing me under the bus right after a great save like that. Nothing to do but shrug it off. Like I said, just please wanting to speak to me first. It was no big deal. Mom, need help getting anything? Oh no, sit. It's only a couple plates. It doesn't take long for Dad and Lucas are neck deep in a conversation about the current basketball season. Little Peo becomes insufferable when it comes to his favourite team, the El Paso Firebirds. They're currently in the playoffs, apparently. Daddy's all too happy to indulge Lucas, so much so that Mom and I can barely get a word in edgeways. It comes to a point that measures have to be taken to interrupt the two of them. Hun, can you bring another pitcher of lemonade? It's in the fridge. Of course, be right back. Phew. So, Lucas, studies going well? Yes, ma'am. Nick said you've been looking to enter into a larger media company this summer. Already got an internship lined up. Nick managed to beat me to it, though. I look over and playing the last remains of the chicken with my fork as Dad returns with the pitcher in hand. You want some? Actually, I'll start cleaning up. Hold on, I'll help. Loading myself with dirty plates, I head to the kitchen with Mom in tow. We get started on the dishes. As usual, I wash them, Mom dries. Are you alright, Nick? You've been kind of quiet today. Yeah, I'm fine, don't worry. Just some stuff on my mind. I'm all ears if you want to share. Well, Mom, would you be mind if I dropped out? Where's this coming from all of a sudden? I don't know. Well, don't be silly, of course I wouldn't be mad. Is that what you want, though? I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to take a year off. That's fine, sweetie. Does that mean you'll be moving back in? Oh, Jesus, no, of course not. I'll rent something. There's a pretty good chance this internship might become a job after all. Oh, that's good to hear. Thanks for dropping out. Suppose you can always go back and finish your studies if you decide you want it after all. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Just don't tell Dad yet. I don't hear his "I told you so" right now. I don't think he'll say that. I'll be sure to slap him upside the head if he does. Thanks, Mom. Grabbing me by the head, she pulls me closer and kisses me on the forehead. You two are so funny sometimes. I just don't want him to think that I wasn't cut out for college, especially when he wasn't all that hyped about me attending in the first place. I think you'll just be happy you found a job you enjoy. You do like this internship, don't you? Yeah. That's it then. Yeah, alright. Well, hold on, let's go back with dessert before they actually start watching basketball on TV. I know, right? As Mom is putting that together, a thought occurs to me. You know who I ran into recently? I remember Vince Morelli. Morelli? Oh, that sweet tiger boy that used to go to your high school. Yep. We sort of reconnected. Oh, that's nice. Where did you see him? At the clinic, actually. He's working to get into med school now. Well, you should invite him over sometime. We'll see. Anyway, I was wondering if you knew his parents. I think I met his mother once. Hold on, I think they're Carols. Do you remember her? Neighbours. I seem to vaguely recall complaining they fight a lot. Oh. Honestly, might even be the same tiger family. Oh, why? You want me to snoop around? Well, I got a bit curious, I guess. Say no more. Chuckling, we returned to the dining room. Our expressions turn to horror, then despair, when we see Lucas showing Dad clips on his phone. It's going to be a long evening. We finally waved goodbye at Mom in the doorway and get in my car. Dad got a little annoyed when I said I'd be passing on the family vacation. We'll be over it soon. Well, that was nice. I mentioned I might take a year off to Mom. You hadn't discussed it with them yet? Nope. All good though, she's cool with it. And your dad? I'll tell him later. You're not still mad, are you? I told you I'm not mad, dude. Just kinda, I thought we'd be graduating at the same time. We'll give our jobs together, maybe rent an apartment in the city. I'll be right here in Nova, buddy. I can tell you that. And promise to visit you on campus. I guess. You'll be fine, I promise. He'll get over it. Besides, the semester isn't done yet. I at least intend to finish that. Finally get to have another outing with Vince. Nothing fancy this time, just patrolling an area of the city in case we got notified of any criminal activity going down, like that time with the store robbery. Don't expect much to be happening during the day though, there's mostly a chance to shoot the breeze. So yeah, Mom didn't mind at all. Are you really sure you want to pause your studies? Yeah, man. I want to be out here being Templar, doing shit, you know? Sitting in a lecture hall isn't going to help me get better at doing this job. Well, fair enough. It'll be... Vince raises his hand up. I'm with Templar. Where are you two? Near Rose Plaza, why? Gregory just contacted me. There seems to be a situation and he needs help. Where? I'll patch him through so he can tell you himself. I'm heading to deal with something myself. Some superpowered kid having a meltdown at a convenience store. Could get ugly. Anyway, hold on for a sec. Vince and I exchange puzzled looks as we wait. Yes, Superfang? Yes, Director. A government research facility was attacked a couple of minutes ago. Possibly superpowered attacker. I've no operatives close to the area, but the Baron tells me you're not far. I need you to get their stat. Address? Ah, Templar, good. It's to the north, up on a hill. There's a road going to the intersection of I-5 and Cedar. It's isolated, you can't miss it. Alright, we're heading there now. What are we facing? Cannot say. Communications cut off almost immediately after the attack. Got it. Vince takes a moment to look up the intersection on his phone. Let's go. We get there within minutes, Vince easily keeping up with my flight. The hillside's a gentle incline covered with a small forest. The building we're looking for is easy to pinpoint from above, being the only structure around. Its glass surface glints in the sunlight like a beacon. I land at the entrance. Moments later, Vince lands next to me. Quietly now. Nodding, I follow as he steps forward. Mindful how loud my movement can be, I opt to float slightly in the air. Despite his massive size, Vince can be shockingly quiet, so our passage through the building is mostly silent. I can tell the tiger has his ears perked for any noise, but as we make our way through the lobby we hear nothing. The building seems empty. Eerily so. Hopefully whoever happened to be on the weekend managed to flee when the attack happened. The dim lighting on the first floor feels oppressive. I keep my voice low as I speak up. I think they're still here. I'm not sure. Let's go up. No splitting to cover more ground? Vince gives me a toothy grin as we move towards the staircase. The levity, however, vanishes as soon as we hit the next floor. There's someone sprawled at the bottom of the steps. From about halfway up the flight of stairs, a massive smear of blood stretches towards the body. Between that and even more blood staining the white lab coat, I don't need to ask if the victim is alive. Still, Vince quietly kneels down to examine the body. In the meantime, I summon the hammer to my hand, trying to avoid looking at the body and trying to quell the rising queasiness. Hear that? We both freeze, listening. Indeed, there is a faint sound of someone speaking drifting down from above. Nodding to each other, we continue up. The body will have to wait. As we ascend, we spot another victim in the adjoining hallway on the 3rd floor. Superfang hesitates, his breathing heavy. The voice was coming from further above. After a moment, the tiger runs over to check the victim after all, while I stay behind, clutching my weapon. Check again. Norton was sure this was the site. I don't recognize the deep, growly voice. There's no audible response. By now, Fang is back. Good. His whisper is barely audible too. Putting a hand on my breastplate, he pushes me gently aside to take the lead again. There's probably a couple of hallways separating us from the speaker. As we creep along, Fang taps the base of his ear twice and whispers, "We're about to engage." There's another body, this one lying on their stomach. No bloodstains this time, so they could be alive for all I know. There's no time to check, so our quarry should be right around the corner now. My pulse is pounding in my ears and I can feel a trickle of sweat making its way down my neck. Alrighty, well then. We finally round the corner, and for a moment the whole world seems to freeze around me as my breath catches in my throat. No way. It's him. Time's up. The wolf that killed Templar. He's standing at the end of the corridor looking right at the two of us. My voice comes out shaky as I mumble the hulking tiger standing at my side. It's him. A deafening silence hangs between us. The wolf regards us with a quiet, intense look. Just as Superfang moves to crouch down slightly, no doubt about to leap at the bastard, something else happens. The shadows of the far end of the hallway seem to move, pooling together, before a figure emerges from them. Oh, I see the clown show is here. With his head completely obscured behind the helmet and the voice oddly distorted, I can't tell what species this stranger is supposed to be. Not that it matters, because the sudden emergence of this person didn't seem to faze the wolf at all. Which means this is another enemy. Clutching the hammer with one hand, I take a step back behind Vince and tap my helmet, fully expecting to be attacked before I can speak. Everyone, the wolf is here. We need immediate backup. There's no response. Deal with the tiger. Got it. Gil! Vince charges. Fist clenched, an enormous tiger shoots down the hallway right at the wolf. But even in the split second while that is happening, the black figure has moved, sinking into the same shadows from which he emerged. Wait! Superfang suddenly freezes mid-dash, and for a moment I think it was because of my shouted warning, but then... The shadows swarm around him, one tentacle wrapping itself around his leg. Fang grabs and yanks, tearing it off himself. The shadows are still creeping up his body. I start running to him. I'm left staring at empty space. What the fuck? No, no, no. Fang! Fang! There's no response. The earpiece has been silent this whole time. No Superfang, no black figure. Panic threatens to choke me as I frantically look around. But it's just me now. Me and the wolf standing at the far end, not having moved since it started. What? Where? I swear I hear something loud outside, and despite myself I turn to glance out the window. Really stupid not to keep your opponent in your sights. Shaking, I turn back to him. Fuck. What am I going to do? Calm down. The tiger will be fine. What? He takes a step forward, making me flinch. I'm not here for a fight, so I'm giving you the chance to leave. Now. What the hell is he talking about? Not here to fight? We saw people he killed on the way here. And Vince. Where's Superfang? Not here to help you. Fang! What the fuck is up with the comms? Why hasn't anyone responded? The wolf moves again. Shit. I grip the weapon handle with both hands. Not another step. Or what? We both know I can kill you right now, Raccoon. What? Did he just... What the fuck did he just say? It's like a spike has been driven through my brain. No way. Does he know? No, there's absolutely no way. Why did he call me that? In that split seconds, my breath remains caught in my chest and my heartbeat frozen as I stare into the wolf's eyes. One thought pierces me with a clarity I'd never had before in my life. I need to take him out. Right fucking now. Because he knows who I am. And I can't let him get away. That's it. I know how this needs to go. Breathe in, exhale, and... charge! I swing the hammer with wild abandon. A flurry of attacks driving the wolf back. He dodges each one, his narrowed eyes following my weapon with a cold, careful gaze. I bring the hammer around in a wide arc to catch him in the side. And gasp as his fist, now swirling with green energy, lands a hit on me instead. The force sends me sliding several feet back. Still, I'm unharmed. The armor absorbs the shock completely. Had enough yet? I can barely think. He's fast, he hits hard and precise. All my mad assault has left me winded. Seems to have barely broken a sweat while dodging. They really stuck a damn teen in that armor, huh? How old even are you? I could respond with bravado I don't feel at the moment, but what would be the point? Instead, I brace myself for another exchange. Let's get it over with. Unlike mine, his strikes are precise, methodical. His advance is relentless and I'm quickly overwhelmed. Even with the armor dispersing the shock, I can feel the power behind each in my bones. He dodges all of my attempts at a counterattack, only to then slam a fist into me while I'm open. One of his strikes that I dodge instead knocks a massive chunk out of the wall. This is my chance. I swing the hammer with all my might right at his head. It's almost as if he'd been anticipating it. Diving under it, he tackles my chest with his shoulder, knocking me off balance. As I'm reeling, he slams both his fists down. I just barely avoid it, but he gives me no breathing room. The next strike drives me straight into the wall. And with no more room for me to dodge, he starts his assault in earnest. As panic fully overtakes me, a stray thought almost makes me break into hysterical laughter. I'm not the hammer here. He is. And the wall behind me is the anvil. I'm about to be flattened. Dropping the hammer, I do the only thing I can think of, push myself off the wall and try to tackle the wolf. Naturally avoids my attempt at a grapple. Yet as he uses the opportunity to land another heavy blow, I let the momentum carry me. And I crash right out the window. Fuck. I soar above the hillside. The wolf takes off right after me, flying at me like a missile. He's faster. Oh, fucking course. But it doesn't matter. At least out here he can't trap me in a corner. As I do a barrel roll, the hammer rematerializes in my hand. I try to catch a bastard as he rushes past me, but the hammer misses. He turns to fly at me before I can raise it again. It's a mad dance, streaks of green flying at me from all sides. He doesn't let up. I have no time to think or strategize. Yet flight allows me much more freedom to avoid hits. If he doesn't let me create any distance between us. I should get land a fucking hit myself. Whenever the wolf does, the force sends me hurtling through the air with me barely having enough time to recover my balance before the next attack comes. Bastard. Fang? Fang! Can anyone hear me? Baron? God damn it, Kill, get me someone! The only sounds in my ears are the rush of wind as I dive under the wolf's attack. As I do so, he suddenly turns upright and kicks me. No, he kicks off me. He realizes several feet, clasping both hands together. Oh, fuck. The swirl of green energy intensifies. I will the armour to move me, but it's too late. He brings his arms down. Just like that, I'm tumbling towards the ground. Fuck! No! It's still high enough I can recover. But the wolf knows that. He slams into me from above, and follows up with another powerful strike to bring it home. I crash into a tree first, but the wolf ensures I drop all the way to the ground. It's a hard landing. Even clad in Templar's armour, the impact knocks the wind out of my lungs. A second later, the wolf appears in sight, looking down at me, before slamming his fist into my helmet. And again. Then again. There are cracks in my vision now. I struggle to shake him off, but it's futile. It's obvious. After all, this is exactly how he killed Michael. Ah! It's no use trying to swing the hammer. With the way I'm held down, it'd have no momentum behind it if I ever managed to. Instead, I'm pointlessly pouring into his neck as he continues his assault. I yank on his fur, tearing out clumps. He doesn't care. My hand seems to grab onto something else. I yank again, feeling that something snap. But it doesn't matter. The helmet is practically shattered. Then, suddenly, the wolf seems to hesitate. He holds his fist up, the green energy sputtering as he frowns intensely. God damn it! He slams his fist down. This is it. His head snaps to the side. Before I can process what's happening, a blur of something orange and blue flies at us from the trees. Arrgh! My vision swims and I just barely raise my head off the ground. Superfang, his face contorted in rage, catches the wolf by a leg and roaring throws him into a nearby tree with a tremendous force. The wolf just barely avoids the follow-up as the frenzied tiger leaves gashes in the bark with his claws. Before he can do more, however, the wolf kicks off the ground and launches himself into the sky. Without missing a beat, Vince pivots, snatches me off the ground and leaps into the air himself in the opposite direction. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. I think. All right, watch my back. He throws me over his shoulder. I don't complain. The wolf isn't in sight. Neither is his partner in the black costume. Don't see him, but I'll warn you if I do. Alright. We're getting out of here. As Vince bounds down the hill, I realise I'm still clutching something in my hand. A necklace? No, a soldier tag. A new wave of panic washes over me. Vince, I think he knows who I am. What? I stay quiet. We finally land on an empty road. There are some smaller buildings ahead, and Vince jumps to the roof of one before gently letting me down. Are you sure you're alright? Yeah, I'll manage. For the concerned look he's given me, I must look an absolute mess. The tiger taps his ear. Hello, anyone? At long last there's a familiar voice in my ear. Supervan, what happened? I've been trying to reach you. We encountered the wolf that killed Templar. Are you both safe? Yes, we got away. Why the hell didn't you contact us? We were trying. Somebody must have fucked with the comms. Alright, get to a safe house. We'll regroup from there. Wait. The wolf. He knew who I was, I think. What? He called me Raccoon and knew I was young. Shit. Okay, get to the safe house. I'll have my people take your parents to a safe place as well. And your sister. She lives in Boston. I'll take care of it. Okay, thank you, Baron. Vince watches me with a concerned expression as I raise the soldier tag up to him. At the very least, we have the bastard's name now. Thomas J. Fisher. So, we know who the wolf is, at least his name. That's be interesting stuff to find out in the next build. It should be out before too long, I think, for patrons, and we'll see when we get the public build. As I said, certain things might be uncertain with what I was talking about earlier, but yep, I will keep up to date with these videos. So within a couple of weeks or so of a build, they will be coming out, trying to fit them into the schedule. But of course, all the details for Supernova, including the Patreon, are in the description. And of course, I also have a patron, and my top patrons are Andy Peng, Samuto, Omar, Nova Starburn, Harvest Mouse Productions, Bieka, Rafu, Mario Cervantes, Matt Kenya, Mohammed Al-Zamel, Aaron Fox, Exac, Evan King, Cindy Dragowolf, Kopi, Spiderling, Grizz, Dissonance, Ida Corval, Tiger Cub, Brian Hall, Bastian, Copus Vista, and Kartek. And I appreciate them and all of my patrons. You don't have to support the channel, but you do, so I like that you do that. And just watching the channel is good as well, if that's all you like to do. Coming up next weekend, we will have more Liar. We're getting close to the end of book 1, so I think maybe 2 more videos that will see us done there. So there'll be one next weekend. And then coming up next week, we have the short, well, part of the novel, The Chronicles of Yalmach. We'll be reading some more of that. And then the weekend after, we'll be back to Journal. There'll be some more stuff going on there. So a few things to look forward to. And also be more Burrows and more in Finance Space coming up early in June. Yes, it's May, late May already, and it's snowing outside. Our weather's been very strange. Hope it's better wherever you are. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.